Hello, hi, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Charlie, welcome to my channel. And as we're nearing the end of 2024, I thought I would share some lessons, some advice, and just some things that I've learned throughout this year, throughout 2024. Just because I find these videos so interesting, hearing different people's perspectives of what they have learned, and I thought I would share what I've learned. A couple what's on the list of what I've learned is things that I have like I've taken into consideration like years ago, but never actually took it seriously or never thought of it never ever thought of it again until this year, or it's some things that I have learned. So I thought I would share 24 things that I have learned in 2024. So I've literally written a list. So the first thing I have is consistency is powerful. One thing that has actually helped me overall throughout this year, throughout uni, throughout my UGC, throughout my part-time job, throughout just life in general, consistency is key. Consistency is key to constantly showing up for yourself. It's constantly improving. It's the key to life. It's also discipline, also ties into the consistency. Just because without discipline, you wouldn't be consistent. I don't know if that makes any sense. I've noticed that ever since I started to discipline my mind, like for example, disciplining my mind to wake up at 5 o'clock each morning and go into the gym. I have done that consistently for maybe the past 6 months, and I just feel better waking up early. I'm a morning person, so there's also that. Consistency throughout your life is going to help you get to places that you want to go or you need to go. The second thing that I have learned this year is overthinking doesn't serve you. And I think this is everyone knows this, overthinking doesn't serve you. And like I've known for years, every now and again throughout the years, I'll think of it, but never really take it into consideration, I guess. So overthinking doesn't serve you. I don't think I really need to say anymore, because overthinking ruins a lot of things. Whilst maybe overthinking can happen, it can manifest things, but overthinking is doing you no good. It's doing you harm. It's ruining relationships. It's ruining your progress in life. It's hard to switch off. Believe me, I know. I am a bloody anxiety ball running around, and I overthink. I still overthink, but one thing that I have noticed when I said, hey, this overthinking isn't good. This overthinking isn't helping you, and also challenging my thoughts when it comes to overthinking. So overthinking doesn't serve you. When I think of that, I'm like, okay, so if I'm overthinking about what so-and-so said, where is this belief coming from? Why am I thinking like this? Is this true? Where's the evidence? That's what I've learned as well through overthinking doesn't serve you. So the third thing is it's okay to pivot. Shifting goals and trying new things can lead to unexpected success. Now, this is such a big thing for me because I thought I'd like my uni degree and want to do police work or law enforcement. Well, that might be the case maybe in a couple of years, I don't know. But what I've noticed is whenever I think of this, I just think of Friends episode, Ross, and he's yelling pivot. Changing your goals, changing your career, changing your beliefs is okay. And it's okay to do it. And I want people to know that it's okay and it's normal for this to happen, because it's life. That is life. Things are changing. Things are always constantly evolving. So when you see people, or like you're in a uni degree, for example, and you wanted to do nursing, and then you're pretty much finished your degree, but then you realize, oh no, I want to be a teacher, and you change, or like you think you're changing, and then you get like kind of scared to tell your parents or tell people that you've changed your career because you're afraid of what they're gonna say to you. Be okay with how they're gonna react, because what matters is you, how you feel. You need to make yourself happy, because you could have gone into that nursing degree and hated it for your whole life. And changing goals. So if you had a big goal to travel this year, if you had a big goal to go to the gym more and more often or less and less, and you realize, I can't go to the gym 5 times a week because I'm so busy, it's okay, okay? It is okay for you to change your goals. It's okay for you to change your career. It's okay for you to change in life, because have you ever heard of the human evolution thingy-mabob? Whatever it is, that's the first thing that comes into my mind. We're all constantly evolving over time. Number 4 is balance matters. Just throughout life, it matters. just the balance in friendships, the balance in your work life, your personal life, your food, just whatever you do in life, balance matters. It's true. I don't think I need to say any more about that, because when I think about balance, I think of one of those law scales. You have to have the right balance to move forward in life. And if you don't, one way or another, one side of the scale is gonna tip and you're just gonna go downhill. Number 5 is that authenticity matters. Now, I've learned this as a UGC creator. Being my authentic self on social media is definitely key, but also I've noticed being authentic to myself as well as to my own friends and family around me is important. A lot of times, even when we're with friends, we tend to get lost in being something we're not or someone we're not. And if this is the case and you're trying to be someone different to who you actually are because you want to fit in, it's not the way to go. And I know that all throughout high school, and ever since for the past couple years realizing, no, I'm going to be myself. I like the music I like the books I like traveling. And if I have friends who don't really want to travel or friends who want to settle down, and if I try and change my mindset to, oh no, I need to settle down when I don't in fact want to settle down, I'm not being my authentic self. That was probably a terrible example. So if I'm hanging out with my friend and she doesn't like country music, or she doesn't have a particular point of view, or she doesn't believe in what I believe, and then I start to and then she starts to change her, or she starts to act in a way to change herself to be like me, to fit into my beliefs and my, just not be your authentic self. When you're not your authentic self, when you're not yourself, people like you for you. And if they don't like you, that is not on you. That is on them. We're human. Sometimes we're gonna like a person, sometimes we're not. It's completely normal for that to happen. And I think it is so important to have the notice that authenticity matters. Be yourself, be your true self. If a person doesn't like you for that, okay, you'll find another person who will. So number 6 is self-concept is the foundation. So what I mean by this is the concept that you think of yourself, of who you are, your beliefs, but not just your beliefs, but how you view yourself, how you think of yourself. It really does pretty much, if you're into the law of assumption or law of attraction, you know your thoughts create your reality, your energy creates whatever it is. But even in a lot of religions, you look at a higher power. But what I mean by this self-concept, how you view yourself will reflect back to you in your reality. Have you noticed when you are having a very bad day and you're like, oh, everything's just going bad, everything's worse, I never have good days, and everything always bad happens to you? Think of how you're thinking of yourself. But then when you're having such a great day and everything keeps happening, so many good things, you're getting compliments, people are saying you look amazing, you're doing amazing, you get a free cup of coffee. It's because your concept is that I always have great days. So changing your concept just overall helps you, and it also helps you to love yourself more and to also be more authentic in yourself. So there's also that. The next thing is taking time off is okay. And I think this is so important for both physical and mental health, and even spiritual and whatever other thing out there. But looking after yourself and taking time off to reflect or to just do nothing. I think nothing is probably definitely the most important thing, to just take time off and not do nothing. If you've gone to the gym maybe for the past 3-4 months consistently with hardly any breaks, okay, this is me. This was me a couple months ago. I just did not take a break. And I pushed myself too much that I was burnt out. Overworking and just not taking time to just be able to just be lazy, I guess, for a couple days, for a day, for half a day. You need that. You need it. And you need rest. Your body needs rest, because if you keep constantly burning yourself out, you're doing more harm than good, and it can actually come to physical problems, which is crazy to think about, but it's true. I know there are a lot of people who are like, no, but I have to have the job, I have to go and all that, you know, blah, 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 blah. Your mental health should be your first priority. Apart from like your family and all that as well, but like your mental health should be the first priority. I said what I said. Spending time alone is crucial. So spending time alone doing things by yourself, like mundane things, not just spending time alone in your room by yourself with like none of your friends, but also going shopping alone, going out to dinner by yourself, going for a drive to the beach, traveling by yourself, going for a walk by yourself. Doing these things alone and spending time and learning to enjoy your own company is crucial, especially like when you are wanting to get into a relationship. You need to learn your own boundaries and you need to learn to be by yourself, because the only person that you are with 24/7 is yourself. There's nothing worse than relying on other people and forming like kind of like a separation anxiety type of thing. So learning to be by yourself, spending time alone and getting to know yourself is crucial to becoming successful. It's crucial to becoming your true authentic self. It's going to help you develop as a person over time. And number 9 is regulating your nervous system is so important. I've started this year to regulate my nervous system when I am stressed, when I am anxious, when I am angry. If like I'm really anxious, I'll breathe, except I can never half the time do the breathing exercises because I get distracted and I just can't, I'm too impatient. One way that I also do it is jumping in a cold shower, using one of those ice rollers for your face, and EFT tapping, shaking, I think exercise. These all help to regulate your nervous system. Number 10 is admire the little things in life. Going on your daily walk and you admire just going, oh, it's such a nice day, regardless if it is a bad day, like outside, like it's gloomy. The other day I was driving and I saw this old couple holding hands and I was like, oh my God, seeing love that is still like that, holding hands, I don't know what I'm on about. But and for number 12 I am now, because yeah, is not all mistakes are bad. So not all mistakes that you make in life, that you make in your work, that you make in wherever is bad. I think we all so much coin the term to be as the worst case possible, that it's just a complete disaster, which yes, in some cases it is. Damn it, I did that wrong. That was a big mistake. I made a big mistake of being friends with that person. Maybe that person or maybe that mistake happened to teach you a lesson, but not just that. You needed to experience it. You needed that because that's how you needed to go on with life. If you didn't experience that, you could be in a completely different, I guess, path than you are now. You were constantly going to be given trials, given puzzles in life, metaphorically I'm saying, as well as physically. Number 12, am I 12 or 13? I can't remember. Observe your thoughts. Observing my thoughts if a bad situation happens, if I had a fight with a friend, or if I am having a big cry over a test or something that I failed at. Observing my thoughts and just realize, like kind of sitting there and going, okay, I'm thinking that. And this also ties into the overthinking. When you're overthinking, observe them, but don't give them any power. But observing your thoughts and kind of seeing where your patterns go if certain things keep happening over and over again and you realize, oh, I'm thinking that thought. I thought that thought the other day when this happened. That is overconsumption is real, especially in terms of, in terms of buying things, like all of the makeup that I've bought and skincare that wasn't even good, but I was influenced to buy it through TikTok and social media. Yes, I know I had the power to not do that, but still, I think it's also that you've spent too much. You're spending a lot of money that you didn't need to even spend a lot on. And over buying or buying things because you're influenced by someone on their social media. That's what literally an influencer is. They influence you to buy it. Buying things because simply the fact that other people are buying them for being viewed as someone different that they're not isn't a good thing. Buying things that you don't need, or you see people on social media like influencers and they constantly are buying expensive things like brand design bags, which good for them. You do you with your own money. But a lot of people, and especially the younger generation, like not my generation, but the younger ones younger than me, however old they are. I'm 22, so probably like in their 14, 16 years old. A lot of young people tend to buy things or tend to want to get these things simply because they see a person either their age buying it or someone a little bit older, and they see it as normal to buy a $3,000 bag, which sometimes it is normal for some people. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. Majority of us we don't have a lot of money, or we do have a lot of money. We don't need to spend money on things we either don't need, or things that, oh, this person bought it because it was so cool. Like for example, the one thing I can remember is the Drunk Elephant drops. They're worse. Do not buy them. I'm telling you right here, right now, they are worse. They look like mud on your face. I'm saying this in my view because it looks like I put mud on my face when I use them. Literally, you do not need them. And it comes into a lot of the skincare people buy. I don't know if you remember this thing going around. It was like a big, like, kind of like a trend on TikTok, I guess, of 10-year-old girls going into Sephora and to Mecca buying skincare products like Drunk Elephant and buying like retinol, or buying things simply because they want to buy them and to be one of those people who has them and all. To have more was to be seen as cool, essentially, is what I'm trying to get the message across. But for me, in my life, I want to have the mindset of having things simply because I need them, or having things because they need to be replaced, and that's okay. Taking into consideration of overconsumption in terms of shopping and buying things that you generally do not need. There is no wrong decision when you're acting from the values of the person you want to be. I'm gonna let that sink in, and I'm gonna go on to the next one. The next one is feel your emotions. Literally feel your emotions. Let yourself feel the feelings. Let yourself be sad when you're sad. Let yourself be angry when you're angry, because you need to process those emotions. You need to release them, and to not bottle them up, and to not bottle them up to the point where you explode and you lash out at people. Learn to acknowledge your thoughts. Learn to acknowledge your emotions, and learn to let it out, and to let it out, because you don't want to be one of those boiling pots and just compliment others, compliment strangers, especially. I love complimenting strangers. The amount of times that I compliment strangers when I'm working, and like I see like this lady had such like cute Lilo and Stitch nails. I was obsessed. I said, oh my God, I love your nails. And it's not just complimenting people's appearances, but it's also complimenting people's thoughts, like how they behave and like their values. Being able to, I'm actually working on that as well, because sometimes it's a bit awkward with a stranger. How do you compliment a stranger on their personal attributes instead of like their personal appearance? If you go to your local coffee shop all the time and you say, oh, thanks so much for always making the best coffees. That's also like a great skill. Compliment people on their skills. To romanticize your life. Was it the romanticize your life one I've already done? I think it is, but you get what that one is. The next thing is set intentions. Setting intentions. I say set in small intentions and then build up. Set small intentions. Set intentions that you're going to drink a glass of water when you wake up. Set intentions that you're going to drink a full bottle of water. Another thing that I love doing is speaking to myself in the mirror. I know this might come across as like, oh my God, it's a bit cuckoo, psycho. No, literally hype yourself up in the mirror. Hype yourself up. Tell yourself that you are fucking amazing, because you are, excuse my French. Hype yourself up in the mirror. Literally sit yourself in front of the mirror and just go, oh, I'm amazing. I am incredible. I have it what I want. And just speak as if you're speaking to your best friend and you're gossiping about like this cute guy that you met and that like he bought you flowers, and just hype yourself up and just tell yourself how amazing you are. It changes your life, it changes your perspective, and it starts to give you a bit of self-compassion, self-love, and acceptance. Next thing is stop searching for answers and actually just start doing it. This is a full-on yell for like me throughout this whole year and for the rest of my future, I guess, literally. The amount of times that I know the answer or I know how to do things, but I still have to, I'm like, no, I need more answers. Like I need more to know. I need to know more. Just start doing it. You know the answers, you know how to do it. Just stop searching, test things, see if things work, and just keep doing it. Next thing is, sometimes fear is the answer. And what I mean by this, not in terms of like bad stuff, or like you feel like something's off, like yes, that intentions, is it intentions? No. Intuition, not that. I'm talking about like if you are, for example, if you're going on a date and you don't like going on dates, you just find them awkward and you just get anxious and all of that. Use that anxiety as the answer that you need to push yourself to go. that you need to experience it because it's out of your comfort zone. If you want to experience things like going on dates, going traveling, you need to take that step and just give it a go, because what's the worst that can happen? You don't like it. You don't like them. What's the best that can happen? You do like them and you end up dating them and you end up marrying them and having babies with them. You are your own person. You are your own person. The next person to you is their own person. Fred over there is his own person. You are your own person. Every one of us is unique. Every one of us is individually different. And that's what I love about being human. Regardless if we're similar, we're all different. You're your own person. You have your own beliefs. The next thing is you can still be friends with people and have different hobbies and have different interests. You can still be friends with people and hang out with different people. So I learned that, yes, I love hanging out with my best friend. Like we hang out pretty much we try and hang out as much as we can. But as you get older, sometimes it's hard to always stay in touch, or not stay in touch, but be able to see people all the time. So having friends in different hobbies, if you are a friend and you love going to the gym, but your best friend doesn't like going to the gym, but I have friends at my gym where I make friends and we all love the gym, like we bond over the gym. And they're my other friends, and I have different friends in different sectors in life. Having different friends in different hobbies is okay, and having friends in different circles is okay. I don't believe in big friendship groups. That's something that me personally, I just find them toxic. As someone who was in a big friendship group, I have my 3 or 4 main friends. Whilst we might have the main group, or we might have the main like best friend in person, it's okay to have different friends. It's okay to have different friends who have different hobbies than you. It's okay to have different circles of friends that you'd rather hang out with. It's okay to not want to hang out with your best friend and instead you want to hang out with a different person one day, even though you're still friends with your best friend. It's so totally okay. The last thing is that nobody cares. Literally, nobody cares what you do or what you say. They really don't. If they do, it's on them. It's not on you. If I started posting my UGC content, for example, I was like, oh God, people are gonna see, people are gonna care. Do you know what I've noticed? Nobody cares, but if they start making, or like they go, oh yeah, it says more about them than me. If you wanna start wearing a different style of clothes and the person next to you or somewhere else goes, oh, I don't know why she'd wear that, why they'd be confident. It says more about them than you. Nobody cares what you do. Nobody cares. And whilst that might seem like, oh no, but they care. No, they don't. They literally don't. They don't care. They care about why they can't do that, why they can't do things that they want to do, go after things that they want to do. You are the only one that cares about yourself. If someone is going to care about what you do, it really does say more about them than it does of you. Remember that. And most of the time, nobody really cares what you do because we're all in our own little bubbles. We all already have our own little stresses in life. I'm not gonna be worried. I mean, yes, I'm an anxious person and I'll probably be worrying about why this person cares about this person, because naturally that's just my anxiety. I have to keep reminding myself every now and again, no, nobody cares, literally. And then there might be this video that nobody cares. Some people just don't care about this video, and that's okay. Literally, that's okay, because I know some people will care. Some people will care what I say. Some people will be interested in what I say, and then some people won't. Those are 24 things that I've learned this year. I hope I didn't ramble on too much or didn't make any sense, but I actually it was a long video. I didn't realize how long. But anyway, I am gonna end the video. I'd love to know what you learned this year. What big thing that you've learnt. I'd love to know. I love reading things like that and hearing what everyone's learned, and maybe it might teach me something. So comment what you learnt this year in 2024. I guess like and subscribe if you want to. You don't have to. Please do. I will see you in the next video, and whenever that will be. Thanks for watching, and I will see you soon.